Alternate picking involves plucking the string with a repetitive down up motion, like so. Start by holding the pick between your thumb and first finger, and since we're playing single notes, let's brace our palm on the bridge. Rest the pick on the low E string, placing it around the center of the pickups if you're on an electric, or for acoustic, around the bottom of the sound hole. That's the sweet spot. Further back is harsher and brighter, like this, and further forward is smoother and thicker. You can play in these areas for expressive effect, but for now, let's just practice keeping a consistent tone right around the sweet spot. Let's get the metronome going at 60 beats per minute. A low E string, picking eighth notes. That's 2 notes per beat, counting ourselves in. 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Just keep going like this. Trying to get those downs right on time with the metronome. Let's look at our hand placement now. So when we're playing the low E string, the base of my thumb is in contact with the body of the guitar. My pinky is lightly touching the pick guard, and my second and third fingers are actually resting lightly on the high strings. My thumb is angled away from the E string by about 30 degrees, and the outside of my palm is resting over the other strings, keeping them muted. The exact points of contact will be different for everybody, but the point is just not to be afraid to let your hand touch the guitar body and the strings. Gentle, relaxed contact helps to improve stability and is one way of keeping unwanted strings from ringing out. So now, playing the high E string, my thumb is no longer touching the body of the guitar, but rather it's resting lightly on the lower strings, keeping them muted. My pinky is still in light contact with the pickguard. It's free to slide around a little bit, and my thumb is now angled even further away from the string, maybe about 60 degrees. It's still in that sweet spot though, right around the center of the pickups or the bottom of the sound hole. So now, starting on the low E string, let's alternate pick our way across the strings between these two positions. Make sure that there's a slight angle from the pick against the string, so it's not completely flat up against it. Remember, you can control that angle by making a slight bend in your thumb knuckle. So, metronome at 60 beats per minute. We're going to play eighth notes, 4 beats per string, starting on the low E string. Ready? 3, 4, down, up, down, up. Next string, down, up, down, up. Next string. Remember, trying to get those down picks right on time with the metronome. So let's stop here. Is your hand in the position we described earlier? If not, make any small adjustments you need to, and then when you're ready, start working your way back down. 3, 4, down, up, down, up. Next string, down, up, down, up. Nice even space between each pick. Careful that you're not using too much of the pick tip. Okay, so now we've reached the low E string again. Let's look at our hand position. Is it how we described earlier? If not, make any adjustments you need to, and then keep going. Remember, it's just small wrist motions. You want a steady, economical movement. No more or less effort than required. So let's practice 16th notes. Metronome at 60 beats per minute again. We're going to play 4 notes per beat now. Start on the low E string and play 4 beats per string. Ready? 3, 4. Really focus on getting that down pick in time with each metronome beat. Try giving those beats an accent, so play them with a little more emphasis. Accent, accent, accent. Keeping the pick close to the strings, nice small consistent movements. Economical wrist motion. Now let's try 2 beats per string. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way across the strings and back down. One beat per string. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Half a beat per string now. 3, 4. Quarter beat per string now, so just 1 pluck per string. And this might be pretty difficult, but make sure you're doing strict alternate picking. 3, 4. The spider crawl exercise is going to help you develop the synchronization between your fretting and picking hands. Take your first finger to the 5th fret of the E string, and we're going to play the following ascending pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. Strictly alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down, up. So play along with me. Ready? 3, 4, down, up, down, up. So focus on your fretting technique now. Are your fingers up on their tips, playing right up against the wire? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb on the back of the neck. And now, switch focus to your picking hand. Is it in the correct position for the low E string? Is it a small, economical motion from the wrist? Let's try moving up 1 fret after each repetition. So we're going to start on the 5th fret with our first finger and play 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to move our first finger up 1 fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. First finger up 1 fret again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just keep going like this, trying not to make any scratching or buzzing noises with the fretting fingers. Nice and smooth and connected. And then, when we reach the 12th fret with our first finger, we're going to start going down. So 4, 3, 2, 1. 4th finger moves down 1 fret. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4th finger moves down 1 fret again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just keep going down like this. No scratching or buzzing noises. Nice, smooth, connected. All the way down. Notice how the stretch gets wider as you move down towards the nut. To practice the spider crawl, let's start at 60 beats per minute, and we're going to play this ascending, descending pattern. We're starting 5th fret on the D string this time. Get ready. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So keep going all the way up. Nice, smooth and connected. All the way up to the 12th fret. And then back down. Really getting those downbeats right on time with the metronome. Keep going all the way down. Keeping that fretting hand looking good. swapping focus every now and then to your picking hand. Alternate picking triplets is a very important skill to develop, so there's no more time to lose. Let's go. A triplet is a group of 3 notes played in the time of 2 notes. So with eighth notes, where we play 2 notes per beat, like this, down, up, and now we're going to start playing triplets, 3 notes per beat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Play an accent on the first note of each triplet group, and notice how the accented note alternates between down picks and up picks. 3, 4, accent, 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 accent. Keep practicing, getting those accents right on time. The accents are the most important part right now. Really focus on nailing them right in time with the metronome. 60 beats per minute again. We're going to start on the A string and play triplets, counting them out in groups of 3. So ready? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep going. And now every third note, we're going to skip to the D string. So that goes skip, 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 skip. Keep going like that. Notice how each time you skip, the direction of the pick changes. And still try and get those accents right on time with the metronome. Okay, so now let's get our fretting hand involved. We're going to play the following pattern, which just alternates between our first and third fingers. Starting with me on the A string now, 5th fret with the first finger. So playing it triplets sounds like 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Just keep going like this. Remember accenting the first note of each triplet. Now every third note, we're going to skip over to the next string and fret and pluck that adjacent string. That'll sound like 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Metronome at 60 again. Let's practice that. 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Now, because we're not afraid of anything, we're going to play the same pattern except with our 2nd and 4th fingers instead of our 1st and 3rd. A string again, 6th fret with the 2nd finger. We're going to play 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Just keep going like that. Focusing on the same things. Fretting technique. Let's check in with our picking technique. Nice small movements. So practice these alternate picking skips, starting off with that 1, 3, 1 pattern we just learned, and play it all the way across the strings. So 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, then next string. Start at a tempo where it's relatively easy and only progress further on when it becomes really easy. And then working on your 2nd and 4th fingers. And then you can try alternating between those 2 patterns. 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. This progression that we're going to play has 3 chords: A minor, D minor, and E major. For each of the chords, we're going to pluck 4 strings individually in sequence. We'll start on the open root of each chord and then number the following strings 2, 3, 4. So the first chord, A minor, we're going to pluck the open A, skip to the G string, pluck that, back to the D string, pluck that, and then over to the B string and pluck that. Remember, that's strictly alternate picking, down pick, up pick, down pick, up pick. Let's try the D minor now. So, getting our chord ready, we're going to pluck the open D string, and then skip one string, back, skip again. And now onto the E major, open low E, skipping a string, back one, skipping a string, just like that. So let's set the metronome to 60 beats per minute again. We're going to play each chord 4 times in sequence. Ready? 3, 4, A minor, D minor, taking some time to get ready. Ready? E major now, moving into position. Then back to A minor. Okay, so let's play along to the backing track now. We're going to play each chord once for 2 beats, and then use the following 2 beats to get ready for the next chord. Okay, getting ready with the first chord, A minor, 3, 4. Next chord. Next chord. Back to the A minor. 3, 4. Changing to the D minor. E major, back to the A minor. Too easy? Try 16th notes. D minor, E major. Now try playing each chord twice. So this will be much more challenging because there's less time to make the chord change in. But if you notice, each chord starts on an open string. So if you really nail that note on time, you can still allow your other fingers a little bit more time to get into